Hi, and thank you for visiting my website. My name is Matt Emerson. I'm a vocal coach and singing teacher. You're obviously here watching this video because you, or maybe somebody that you know, is interested in having singing lessons. Now, I work with all ranges and all abilities, from absolute beginner right up to professionals. I regularly work with people who've never sung in front of people, or even harder still, people who maybe have sung in front of people, had a terrible traumatic experience, found it really embarrassing, they're really shy about singing, they can't stand the sound of their own voice. And that's fine, we can work with that very easily. I'm an NLP practitioner, so we can use some of that as well to help you overcome some of your fears about singing and making noise with your voice in front of people. You know, because I've seen it all, I've worked with all of these different people from complete beginners up to professionals, you know, I've seen it all before, so there's absolutely nothing to worry about singing in front of me. Now, a lot of people come to me and they have quite a lot of questions, you know, before they want to book a lesson, and I encourage you to ask as many questions as possible. I do actually have on the website here contact details, so you can contact me, and please email me. Feel free to ask any questions about how the lessons will go and what's involved. But let me try and answer a few of the main questions. The lessons, I have them here in my recording studio right now, and as you can see, if you look around, I've got some equipment in this room, and I use this equipment to actually enhance your singing lesson. Now, how I work is this. People will generally come to me with certain goals, certain things that they want to achieve. And how we achieve that is that during the lesson, we do quite a lot of recording. We record you doing exercises maybe, or better still, I've got thousands, tens, hundreds of thousands of backing tracks here. So if you're interested in singing a bit of pop or jazz or rock or maybe even classical or opera, I've got lots and lots of tracks here for you to sing along to. It's not just you, but you and a kind of a band playing, a bit like in a recording studio situation. And how we work is you can sing along with that backing track, and we'll work on a song and get it as good as possible, and we'll overcome all the hurdles, all the things which are difficult in that song, and you'll get immediate feedback on how you're performing. So we can have a take, we can have a go at a certain verse, for example, and listen to that immediately, and we can hear where it's good, we can hear where it's not so good, what you're doing well, what you're not doing so well, and we can work on those with immediate feedback. You can hear for yourself what sounds great and what sounds not so great. Yeah, so that's how I use. We have a microphone set up here all the time. Now listen, you're the only person, and I'm the only person who's going to hear this, unless you choose to then take that away and play it to somebody. And that brings me on to the other part of how the studio works really well for a singing lesson, is that a lot of my students like to have a project that they're working on. A lot of my students really enjoy working on recording a 10 or maybe a 12 song CD. They come in and they record their first song. Maybe it takes them 3 months to record that first song, you know, to get to that point where it's ready to sing and record. They have some lessons beforehand, but then we go for that and we record that during the actual lesson. And then as you progress throughout the course, then each song that we record hopefully will sound better, and by the end of it, by the end of this CD, you know, you've got 12 tracks on there. What I like to see is when students look back to their very first recording and go, oh my goodness, what was I doing, you know, it sounds awful, but now, you know, they're sounding so good, they really are 100 miles from where they used to be. So that's basically how I like to work. But please feel free to give me a call. You can contact me by phone or email, or the contact details are on the website, on this website. So I look forward to hearing from you.